Atlanta Hawks. Hunter at the 3 with Collins at the 4. Trae Young is out there at Bogdanovich, and it's Capella in at the 5 spot. And looking at the Nets, they've got Kyrie Irving. Durant is out there with Harris. Then there's Griffin, and it's Harden in at the guard position. And there's the call on Kyrie Irving. That's his first foul. Lots of speed and athleticism on the floor tonight, Brent. What do you think could determine the outcome?
Well, if guys are going to play fast, Kevin, and guys are going to be up in the air, it's going to come down to very solid decision-making to see who it is that separates themselves in this one.
The Nets making a switch here. Jordan's checked in.
Well, Bogdanovich, we saw a little bit of this during the All-Star weekend. He can play with a little bit of flair, and you know he's confident when he starts to show those signs.
Now here's Irving. Back to Harden for 3. And it's John Collins with the rebound.
And I think that one could have easily have fallen for him.
The putback.
Just has a nose for the ball. Capella skilled at gaining ideal position for those offensive rebounds.
And so it's Brooklyn with it. 4-point game. Young with the steal. Unable to get that one. Durant with some nice D. And the second season for Trae Young, just unreal. Pulling off amazing performances at such a young age. Greg, just how good do you think he can be?
You know, Kevin, Young will be viewed as a top point guard in this league for a long time. When it's all said and done, might be one of the best point guards in league history. Certainly is on his way to being one of the best shooters to ever play.
We'll have a hard time shaking that one off. Perfect position, plenty of space. Just clanked it.
That's out of bounds. Brooklyn will retain possession.
A split second late, but almost came up with a steal there.
Real close, and I'm sure next time you might time that a little bit better and get a hand on it.
Jeff Green is checked in for Jordan.
And one of the most creative scorers the league has to offer. Harden specializes in sinking those tough shots.
Now, here's Collins. Here's Young. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So 1 free throw coming up.
And despite the size disadvantage, attacking the heart of that defense.
Yeah, no stopping him on that play. Sometimes even the taller defenders are helpless to stop him.
You just can't get tired of watching the way Young shoots the ball. I mean, what a fantastic release.
And it's just limitless in terms of the range. That's what makes it so impressive. He's a small guy, he's quick, and he's got great handles. But he can heave that up from just about anywhere. And when he gets hot, it's something to watch.
Here's Young. James Harden picking up that last basket. Outside, Bogdanovich. Rebounded by the Nets.
Well, that's how to protect the rim without fouling. Force him into an awkward release and a bit of an adjustment on the layup.
Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was sharp, but the slam topped it off.
And we say it time and time again, so I'll repeat it. Have to be careful with the ball, or this is what happens.
Here is Harden following the bucket by the Hawks. And Harden with the stuff.
Yeah, just constantly attacking the paint. Harden does not settle.
And so Young will bring it up for the Atlanta Hawks. Nice D from Durant.
Things are going south right now. This is not the type of shooting that his teammates expect from him.
Whistle blows. Bucket is good. And he'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play. So it'll be James Harden shooting. It's going to be on Trae Young. And a new group in for the Nets. DeAndre Jordan's checked in for Green. Nicholas Claxton comes in for Kevin Durant. Luwawu Cabarro, he's checked in for Joe Harris. And it's Bruce Brown in for Irving. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And Cam Reddish, the 10th pick back in 2019 out of Duke. Had a tough transition as a rookie into the NBA. Struggled just to find his rhythm.
GA, I think there are a lot of questions because at Duke, he was surrounded by stars. R.J. Barrett, Zion Williamson, and he was sort of that third guy. He has all the physical tools, and he made some big-time strides in the latter half of last season, so he's coming.
Here's Okongwu. The kick out to Williams from past the arc. The shot misses. And it's the Nets taking it the other way. Here's Luwawu. Off target at the rim. The Hawks have gone 4 of 10 shooting the ball here in the first quarter. Okongwu, the pass to Williams. Here's Herter. And the layup's good off the glass.
Herter making it look easy that time on the pick and roll as the off guard.
Brooklyn's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Outside Jordan. The kick out to Brown. Back to Jordan. And stolen by Okongwu. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Yeah, the defender all over.
The Atlanta shooting their 4th and 5th shots at the foul line in the game.
And last season, as a team, they knocked down 79% of their free throws. So those are numbers you'll be happy with.
Nets trail by 3. Dinwiddie with it. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Pass to Claxton. Second chance shot. And that's 2 points on the layup.
Now just all alone down there. Credit goes to DeAndre for finding him. That's a nice pass.
1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. Hawks lead by 1. Stay with us as we get set to break. And earlier we spoke with Kevin Durant about surviving the...
How can we be the best version of ourselves?
Well, Durant may not be the in-your-face type of player, Greg, but he gets the message across for sure.
He's not going to yell at you. He's going to show you how it's done and expect that you're as committed to winning as he is.
And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And for the Hawks guys, what stands out to you, Stanswell?
Throughout that first, they just were aggressive on the defensive end, showing active hands.
You know, they really made a lot of good quality reads down there. Took some chances, but feeling more calculated than risky.
On the court for Atlanta, Gallinari is out there with Reddish. Then there's Tony Snell. Then it's Williams. And it's Okongwu in at the pivot spot, manning the middle.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
And we're starting the second quarter, about a minute gone. The kick out to Williams. A three-pointer, no good. The Nets with the lead. Brown inside. Gallinari covering. Here's the lob to the hoop. Dinwiddie with the steal. Oh, and a fast break for the Nets. Brown wide open. He fired. Here's Claxton. Scored the basket. His second of 2 attempts.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
Gallinari attacking. Williams with a clean look. Sinks the three-pointer. Williams has got himself on the board with 3 there. A lot of great talkers over the years. Trash talkers on the floor in this league. You think they do it more to get themselves going, Greg, or do they do it with the purpose of getting under their opponent's skin?
And Kevin, that's a great question. And believe it or not, you see both. I've seen guys who do it to get under your skin, but I've also seen guys that do it for their own benefit. That's how they derive their confidence. And so it's about you figuring out what works for you. I've seen some guys, they don't say smack. They don't say a word during the course of the game, but they will cut your heart out. So it's just about what fits your personality in terms of making you play your best.
Well, I'm glad you don't trash talk here on 2K, Greg. I'll tell you that right.
No, we don't do that.
And Harris wide open. He shoots off the mark there with the three-point shot. And that's an intentional foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
And a new group in for the Nets. Jordan, he's checked in for Griffin. Durant comes in for Nicholas Claxton. Kyrie Irving's checked in for Brown. And it's Harden in for Dinwiddie. Young drives in, finds the hole for the second time from the floor. Now 2 for 5.
Such a precise player. When Young notices those kind of openings, he definitely is looking to attack.
And what was once a weakness for Collins, now a strength. His defense has taken huge strides since the start of last season.
And I think a young player like John Collins learns that blocks are not just a statistic that reveal how good you can be defensively. It's about positioning. It's about communication. And John Collins wants to be more complete on that end of the floor. Big man John Collins seeing the court that time.
Irving for 3. Atlanta with the rebound.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
A nice shot by Young.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Harden outside, passes it to KD. Here's Irving. Again, the Nets for 2.
Nice mid-range J. Automatic, it looks like, for Kyrie Irving right now.
The Hawks leading. Young outside. That's in, and that's his 4th basket of the night. He's taken 7 shots, a solid 57%.
Just no resistance on the inside. That's their 5th consecutive make in the paint.
Harden the pass to Jordan. Back to Harden. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Jordan. Jordan's got 3 assists now in this one. And so it's Young who brings it up for the Atlanta Hawks. Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Collins up top. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. And it's Bogdanovich off the drive. The Hawks need to get off a shot here. Here's Capella. Nice move. And no good. Good D by Jordan. And Durant launches from... Oh, and he got it!
Did that beat the buzzer, Kevin?
Yes! And that's it for the first half of action. What's been a very close game here. Next.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back to 2K Sports. James Harden led the way in the first half. He had 13 points and 1 rebound. Thanks for joining us, folks.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. A fantastic game from Harden in this one.
Definitely been challenging the defense here early on, not settling for anything outside.
Yeah, you want these kind of nights where you can start to see those openings before they happen.
Third quarter action getting rolling right now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's who's on the floor. Setting the floor for the Nets. They've got Harris. Kyrie Irving is out there with Harden. And it's Durant. And it's Griffin in at the 5 down low. And Young kicks to Hunter. Harden against Young. Now the pass to Capella. Banked in off the glass.
And the scoring is one thing, but Young's ability to set his teammates up just as important.
And Trae Young gets the whistle that time. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game. Durant, the pass to Irving. Pulls up, high post. And it's John Collins with the rebound.
Well, they shouldn't be giving that shot to anyone, but they certainly shouldn't be giving it to him. That's a big break for the defense.
Capella with the bucket.
The closer Capella is, the more effective he becomes, showing off the nice touch there.
On the wing, Irving. Over Bogdanovich, and Irving with the basket on the assist by Harden. Irving's got his 2nd bucket of the game to go. The Hawks trailing. Young passes to Collins. Bogdanovich wide open. From outside, off the mark. For Brooklyn, they've gone 2 of 4 here to start the second half. Here's Harden. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It's going to be on Trae Young.
Maybe the best ever at earning free throws. I mean, Harden has mastered the art of contact and still being able to get off the shot.
Looking at who's out there now for the Nets. Green, he's checked in for Durant. Bruce Brown comes in for Harris. And Dinwiddie is subbed in for Kyrie Irving. And Atlanta will go for a different look here. Gallinari, he's checked in for John Collins. Reddish comes in for Hunter. Tony Snell's checked in for Bojan Bogdanovic. And Kevin Huerter's subbed in for Trae Young. Now the Hawks moving it the other way. And Reddish with the slam.
Reddish getting up there and getting explosive.
The Nets with the lead.
And Bones, with that Clint Capella trade last year to the Hawks, a bit of a surprise to many, but the Hawks were able to land a young and talented center.
And maybe, GA, the perfect fit for how it is that their team is constructed around Trae Young. Capella's going to be that pick-and-roll option, can finish above the rim, and is a good defender to protect the guys on the defensive end.
Luwawu Cabarro, he's checked in for the Nets. And a change for the Hawks. Young's checked in for Reddish. Young outside. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. It's going to be on Blake Griffin. I think of you in a New York Knicks uniform, legendary arena you played in. What was that experience like?
Kevin, intense. I remember the first time I suited up in a preseason game. We played the Dallas Mavericks. Both teams went up and down the court 3 times and nobody scored, and the fans started booing. And that's when I knew this is a little bit different. You better bring your A game.
And thicker skin, correct?
That too, yeah. And fortunately, there was no social media or internet back then. Goodness gracious.
The Hawks making a switch here. Williams is checked in. And Brown over to help. And Huerter gets it to go. Huerter's got 5.
He's shooting that with tons and tons of confidence. Huerter with another catch-and-shoot basket.
Brown with it. Williams picks him up. Back to Dinwiddie. Lets it go from 11. Rebound by the Hawks. And now in transition, here's Williams. Here we go. Reddish the pass to Okongwu. And taken away by Brown. In transition, here come the Nets. Dinwiddie with the bucket.
His shooting has been outstanding. Definitely one of the reasons they're up in this game.
For Atlanta, they've gone 4 of 6 from the field since the start of the third. Pass to Okongwu. The Hawks working the ball around. Here's Williams. Lays it up and banks it in. 5 points in the game.
Well, they're trying to take command of this game, but it's been competitive so far.
Yeah, everybody trying to get away from one another, and the threads are keeping them close. This has been highly competitive.
Dinwiddie with the bucket. There's 53 seconds left to play in the third. Williams passes to Okongwu. Gallinari attacking. Okongwu controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. And not even 3/4 out of the way. So many lead changes.
The fans, guys, are getting their money's worth. Heck, I should have paid to watch this one. It's been a nail-biter.
Dinwiddie with it. Okongwu covering. Kicks it out to Dinwiddie. Buries it from 3-point range. Dinwiddie's got 10 points here in the second half.
Are we sure that's the same player, guys? He looks completely different. What confidence he's playing with, and look how engaged he is on both ends.
No good that time. Excellent D there from Williams. Here's Reddish. Count the basket. 6 points for Cam Reddish.
Reddish pinballing, fighting his way through the defense, and then finding the way to score.
From deep 3-point range, and the last shot before the buzzer is off. At the end of the third, the score is all even. Both teams. Here now a chance to show you our assist of the game, and it's presented as always by State Farm.
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
Now the passing for the team becoming contagious, this time involving the big.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. On the court for Atlanta, Hunter at the 3 with Collins at the 4. Bogdanovich out there with Tony Snell, and it's Capella in at the center position. And the dunk by Capella.
Cutting into that deficit now, well within striking distance.
Yeah, just much sharper out there. You can see guys getting in tune. It's not about playing harder. Sometimes it's just about playing smarter. Ooh, he missed an easy chance to put some points on the board. He won't get a much better look at that kind of shot again here probably tonight.
Irving attacking, and the rejection by Collins.
Good timing defensively. Collins just up there, the long arms, and quick off the deck. Well, he had the perfect opportunity to finish that one, guys, and just flat out blew it.
No good from Irving.
Well, a lot of players in the league are going to make that shot, and for him, it's pretty much automatic. It's a good defensive effort to prevent the layup.
And so it's Irving with it, bringing it up for Brooklyn. Trailing by 2. Jordan kicks to Irving. Rebounded by the Hawks. Collins has got 4 rebounds now tonight.
If he's going to keep shooting, they've got to run some plays for him. Screens, pick and rolls, anything they can do to get him started.
And yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. With double checking, and the game continues on.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, I was able to listen in on what the Nets head coach was going over with his team. He is upset about the perimeter play. He told the guys on the defensive end, stay connected to the shooters. On the offensive end, if you don't have an open shot, pass it around. We'll see if the ball starts to unstick, Kevin.
Young, good.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Nets trail by 3. Harris kicks to Harden. Harden draws the double. The kick out to Irving. But they recover it. A three-pointer off the mark.
Well, his shooting this quarter has to be a huge concern, especially when they're behind like this. Can he find the rhythm?
And how about his athleticism? For a big man, Capella is able to make plays above the rim.
Harden against Young. Fader on the way. Off the left rim and out. The Hawks leading by 5. Bogdanovich passes to Young. That ball. Nice feed that time from Bogdanovich. 16 points for Trae Young.
And they've done some nice work as we've come down the stretch here in the final quarter.
And right now is when you have to lay it on the line. Between the two teams, they've clearly been the aggressor.
Griffin's checked in for Jordan. It's Harden with the drive, and that one is good. Harden's got 21 in the game.
And this is what great players do. Harden understanding how to deliver in a big moment.
Young dishes to Hunter. 2 minutes. And here's Collins from outside. Capella kicks to Hunter. Outside Collins. 5 on the clock. The putback. It's good on the putback. Capella's got the lead up to 7 now for the Hawks.
You know, we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
Harden can't hit.
I know it's about defending the post and the three-point line these days, but still got to be active in the mid-range area, and the defense gets away with one there.
Takes a shot at the elbow. Up again. Great positioning on the putback.
just beast mode on the glass there. He was not going to be denied on that play.
Now here's Harden. He dishes it to Irving. It's tipped. And that's out of bounds. Brooklyn will retain possession. Outside, KD. 6 to shoot. Over Collins. KD can't get it to go. Here's the Hawks with the ball. They're on a 13-4 run right now. Back to Bogdanovich. Capella kicks to Young. And the shot goes in.
Making every effort to put this game on ice.
Love that the guys are staying aggressive late in this ball game, just not wanting to let go of the rope.
Up and in on the layup. And the Hawks lead by 13.
But the truth is they've had control of this game.
Yeah, looks like a veteran team tonight, getting out on the road, playing with assertiveness, confidence, fully in control for this win.
Basket counts.
And pro move there. Finds a way to gain some separation against the much taller defender.
Yeah, I don't think he even sees a taller defender out there, just a gifted scorer.
And here's Bogdanovich for 3. Rebound, Brooklyn. Young with the steal. And here is Hunter. From deep. Off the mark. And so Atlanta takes this one by a big margin. And in the win. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that about wraps it up. Downtown Milwaukee is seen. And with pregame.
Hey, Kevin.
Very dangerous indeed. David Banks. So the Nets starting five. Harden out there with Kyrie Irving. And it's Durant. Then there's Green. And it's Jordan in at the center. And for Milwaukee, they've got Chris Middleton. Portis is out there with Antetokounmpo. Then it's Holiday. And it's Nora in at the small forward position. Now here is Holiday. Two terrific defenses tonight, Greg. They do it in a variety of ways. It's been hard for either team to score.
You know, strong on ball, in help, in transition, and both coaches doing such a great job of making the adjustments. And listen, the reality is defense still can be a factor in determining who wins and who loses.
And we're seeing it right before our eyes. And so it's the Nets getting on the board first. Here's Middleton. Score the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt.
And
The quickness of Middleton on the drive is really remarkable. I mean, he gets to the bucket so fast.
Pass to Irving. Kicks it out to Harden. And there's the pass to KD. And it's blocked. And he keeps control of the ball. Holiday, the pass to Portis. And Portis throws it down.
Savvy play from Holiday. Quick thinking helps him get the ball to the wide open man.
You know, growing up in Greece, Giannis Antetokounmpo was so poor, he and his older brother, Thanasis, had to share a pair of tennis shoes. I mean, how about how far he's come since then? Now he's the first foreign-born player ever with his own Nike signature shoe.
And a sharp pass to set up that high percentage shot in close.
Holiday finds Antetokounmpo. Holiday attacking. Giannis against Green. Here's Giannis. Misses in close.
And Clark, they say back in Greece, all of Giannis's basketball shoes were hand-me-downs from his teammates.
Greg, nothing like not having enough to drive you to get more. I mean, clearly, you think about Giannis and his background and where he is now. He and Thanasis oftentimes would take turns playing in the game, swapping the same pair of shoes. Those days are long behind both of them.
Now here's Jordan. Following the miss by Giannis Antetokounmpo. 14 feet away. Will not go. This is off the front iron. It's stolen by Green. Bucks trail by 4. Passes it to Nwora. The Bucks working the ball around. And Antetokounmpo swings it in.
I tell you, that's why Antetokounmpo is so feared league-wide. I mean, when he's close to the rim, he's most likely going to flush it on you.
Harden outside. The basket good off the assist from Durant. Harden's got 8.
Excellent vision by Durant out there. What a nice pass.
Irving against Middleton. To the middle. Here's Antetokounmpo.
Middleton, a scorer by nature. That time showing you he can find his teammates, too.
Harden surveying the D. Irving kicks to Green. Stolen away. Now the Bucks moving it up. And it's Giannis missing.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
Irving passes to KD. Antetokounmpo pulls it in, and there's the call on DeAndre Jordan. That's his first foul. So for the Nets, Nicholas Claxton's checked in for DeAndre Jordan. Harris comes in for Jeff Green. And it's Bruce Brown in for James Harden. Now here's Middleton. It's good. This game is all even. Middleton's got his second bucket.
That was really a platinum-level effort from Middleton. I mean, crafty in how he carved out room for himself on the interior.
Here's KD. No points in the game yet for him.
Ooh, just powered it down with both hands. You know he's not going to mess that one up.
Oh, no, not this fella. He is a superb finisher.
Yeah, near the hoop, he's an absolute monster.
Good work there as it goes.
Boy, Tucker, ever unselfish in how he goes about his game. Nice job finding his teammate there.
Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Irving against Holiday. Irving passes to Harris. Let's go. And Irving gets it to go on the assist from Harris.
Set up on a platter that time by Harris. A room service dime right there.
Here's Holiday. To the inside. Lopez. Terrific assist. A nice finish. Solid play all around.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
It's the end of the first with a tie game here. And already these offenses are clicking. And recently on the subject of trash talking, Giannis.
I like to stay locked in to the game and
Greg, as you always say, different guys intimidate in different ways.
And when you have his level of length, athleticism, and skill, you don't need to say a word.
And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. And look what we've seen from Milwaukee. What do you think, guys?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
Yeah, and it's worked. They've got a clear edge and points in the paint. Now we'll see if they go with a more balanced attack or just keep on pounding it inside.
E.J. Tucker is out there with Brook Lopez. Then it's Holiday, and it's Forbes in at the shooting guard position. That's the 5 on the floor for the Bucks. Hangs in midair and converts on the double clutch layup. Teague's got the lead up to 2 now for Milwaukee. Dinwiddie against Teague. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. I'm sure you've got a list, Greg, of players you visited with over the years who you really enjoy spending some time with and talking to.
I mean, there's so many, Kevin. A couple guys, and there is a little bias as a point guard, but Damian Lillard and Steph Curry and Chris Paul are 3 guys that, you know, I enjoy sitting down and talking shop with. Giannis, you know, witnessing his journey to greatness, all the while he remains humble and really appreciates his position. So several of these guys, I'm also not just an analyst, partner, but a fan, and a big fan of theirs.
You are a fan indeed.
Just no resistance on the inside. That's their 5th consecutive make in the paint.
Those looks they're allowing are almost automatic.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Yeah, yeah, completely a brain fade. I don't know where that came from. Just lost sense of time and the situation.
A platoon swap here for Milwaukee. And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
And a new group out there on the floor for the Nets. And Harden with the stuff.
Tip of the hat to Irving there. He ignited the break with this underappreciated part of his game. His defense. Quick hands help on both sides of the court.
Now here is Holiday. Here's Giannis. And it's good. 2 points. Antetokounmpo's got 6.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
I think they've really got to start committing more bodies down low and really kind of close that area off defensively.
Just focusing on the task at hand, that's all you can do.
Yeah, these teams trading punches right now. I mean, it's table tennis. Back and forth we go.
Now here's Antetokounmpo. He has 6. And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
And Middleton is just the total package. Not just a scorer, but a terrific passer as well.
Harden against Middleton. Harden the pass to KD. Count that one. 8 lead changes now, and we're still just in the first half.
And I'm not sure I've seen a game with more lead changes this early. And the league's preeminent practitioner of the step-back 3, James Harden, is as good as it gets. And, you know, like the skyhook, an unguardable shot, and paired with his dribble drive, a 2-move torture chamber.
Bryn Forbes, he's checked in for Chris Middleton.
To me, this is the next step for Giannis, wanting to improve that jump shot, especially off the catch.
Harden dishes to Irving. KD on the wing. Misses the 3. And thanks to that step back, Harden already the all-time leader in unassisted 3-point shots.
And not to mention 4-point plays. And up until recently, teams built elaborate offenses to create their 3-point looks. Harden the first to do it one-on-one with volume and efficiency. Yeah, coach's pet peeve there. No box out.
Those are free points you're giving away. You got to work harder on the glass.
And so they foul intentionally. Dante DiVincenzo. He's checked in for Bryn Forbes. Claxton the pass to Dinwiddie. Draws contact on the shot, and now a 3-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
What a play there. The hoop plus the harm.
Yeah, great concentration there. Hung in there. He didn't let that contact throw him off at all. Stayed focused on the rim, knew he was going to get hit, and still was able to finish. That's a great job getting to the line here. You know, he didn't have a single attempt in that first quarter because I thought he was tentative. Much more aggressive here in the second.
Now, here's DiVincenzo. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet.
And you're going to take as many of those high percentage shots as you can get.
Nets have gone 5 of 7 from the field here in the second. Brown with it. Picked up by Teague. Pass to Dinwiddie. Brown outside. Here's Claxton. Shot clock at 6. Powered down with both hands.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think.
That's exactly how you send it. 2 hands and down.
Now, here's DiVincenzo. Pass to Connaughton. The kick out to Teague. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Rebounded by the Nets.
And no need to rush this. Let the clock run down.
Yeah, don't give them another possession here.
A nice shot by Griffin.
And how about Griffin continuing to own the paint? A fantastic power forward with good touch from there.
Here's Teague. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half momentarily.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings. James Harden was the man in the first. He had 10 points, 2 rebounds. And that does it for our...
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game that's been so far. A fantastic game from Harden in this one.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
And you know what? I'll be interested to see just how much he's got left in the tank.
Oh,
are you kidding me? And Harden, an absolutely vicious dunker. Terrific at bouncing towards the rim for the epic throwdown.
Holiday, the pass to Middleton. Oh, and there's the one-handed jam.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
Making a statement for sure. I mean, we'll see if they can maintain that aggressive approach, guys.
Harden, the putback. Antetokounmpo grabs the miss. The Bucks trail. From 13, and it's James Harden with the rebound.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
They kick it out to Green. Wants to get it to Irving and does. It's stolen by Antetokounmpo. The shot by Middleton, wide open. A second chance effort. Antetokounmpo inside. Guarded by Harden. That ball is good for another field goal. His 6th. He is 6 for 9 on the stat sheet.
Giannis Antetokounmpo has said he doesn't want people calling him the MVP because he doesn't want to relax. He said he fears failure, so he has got to get better.
It's Harden with the drive. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It goes on Chris Middleton.
It's always awesome to watch Harden do his thing. I mean, he's so good with the ball. Fantastic at going straight into the contact on his drive. Excellent.
Well, Greg, there's been some debate. What do you think? Is Giannis the best player right now in the world?
I tell you what, if there's a conversation, he has to be in it. You know, some people might go with Kawhi.
And here we go with the coach's challenge. Not surprised in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving. and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
And the jam by Harden.
Boy, it's amazing to me how easy Harden makes it look. I mean, when he's locked in, he feels like there's nobody that can guard him, and he's right most of the time.
Holiday finds Giannis. To the paint. Bucks passing it around. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
What you really like about Antetokounmpo is he wants to keep getting better. I'd say he's accomplished that and then some.
And so it's Harden bringing it up for the Nets. The feed now to Harris. Back to Harden. He kicks it to Durant. 6 on the shot clock. Irving passes to Harris. It's stolen by Antetokounmpo. And now the fast break. Middleton with the ball. Giannis outside. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It's going to be on James Harden.
And quite honestly, guys, Antetokounmpo, get that name right, folks. He's one of the most unique, talented players in the league. I mean, long arms, which really create a lot of problems for the defenders, whether he's passing or shooting.
And the Nets making a change here. Griffin's checked in for Jordan. Nicholas Claxton comes in for Kevin Durant. Brownie's checked in for Irving. And Dinwiddie subbed in for James Harden. Here's Griffin. Another shot. And the rejection by Giannis.
And, at almost 7 feet tall, Antetokounmpo is dangerous down inside, really. I mean, the defense has to be physical with him if they want to have a chance at preventing him from scoring in the paint.
A different look for Milwaukee. Brook Lopez is checked in for Bobby Portis. And it's Teague in for Drew Holiday. Nets trail by 3. Third quarter of basketball here, and just a little under 3.5 minutes gone by. Here's Brown, and the rejection by Giannis. And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason, I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
And the Bucks making a change here. Connaughton's checked in. The first free throw is good. He doesn't get the second one. For Brooklyn, they've gone just 25% from the field here in the second half. They're 2 of 8. A nice shot by Irving.
How many different ways can Kyrie Irving beat his man? I mean, his array of moves is endless.
Teague against Harden. The kick out to Teague. Off target from three-point range. Brooklyn trailing. It's stolen by Teague. Fast break, Milwaukee. Giannis with it, and it's Harden picking him up. Harden against Giannis. The kick out to Teague. Second shot opportunity. Lopez. Jordan with some nice D. They can trade 2 for 1 here.
Would be the right move, I believe, right now.
Good on the bucket. KD's got it all tied up now for the Nets.
Durant's a pleasure to watch moving in transition. So fluid and always under control.
Teague, the pass to Lopez. And Harden comes to help. The pass to DiVincenzo. And here is Teague, covered by Irving. Stolen by Harden. And now Durant running the floor, galloping all by himself. Fast break, Milwaukee. Here's Lopez. Pass to DiVincenzo. From deep three-point range, and that one released in time, but no good.
Well, Irving looking engaged and aggressive there.
Giannis Antetokounmpo, he's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force for the Milwaukee Bucks. He's playing defense with a huge chip on his shoulder. Blocks, steals, you name it. He's all over the place. Back to the action after this word. And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery.
And they'd love to see every possession end this way. True team basketball.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. They've got Brooke Lopez, and it's Forbes in at the point guard. That's the group for Milwaukee right now. Kicks to Tucker. Here's Norrell, guarded by Harris. They get the rebound. Lopez dishes to Tucker. And Durant sends it back.
KD's defense has really taken a huge step forward. I mean, excellent at blocking shots now, and he's a better help defender. Man, he's putting that reach to good use on the defensive end.
And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Both teams deciding to change it up. Well, they're really making a point of keeping the ball moving around.
That's the key. The D can't focus on one player, and no matter what anybody tells you, that ball will always move quicker than the defender.
To take the lead, here's Jordan. Outside for Durant. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls. That's now 8 points for Kevin Durant. And so Antetokounmpo will bring it up for the Bucks. Trailing by 2. Middleton with it. Now Green defending. Over to the left wing. Here's Connaughton, guarded by Green. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Shot's good by Middleton.
And this is the effort you want to see out of your guys, win or lose.
Yeah, you know what? I agree. I mean, they're showing a bunch of fortitude here, keeping this game tight.
Green passes to Jordan. Back to Green. Brown with the bounce pass. They blow the whistle just as he gets it. And folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replay, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Back to Holiday. Middleton against Durant, and Durant sends it back. Irving drives in, and he drops in the layup off the glass. And the Nets lead by 3. And what's your take, guys, on the hustle stats for the Nets?
You know, block shots, guys, a clear indicator on the stat sheet of their excellent defense. I mean, leaving them no room to get off any shots.
Yeah, they've also done a great job of playing in space, getting out in transition every opportunity.
Durant kicks to Irving. That one good for 2. Irving's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Kyrie, not a bad answer. He'll give you the needed hoop when you need it most.
And there's the whistle. Illegal screen.
And guys, point of emphasis for the league is to really crack down on illegal screen.
Yeah, you know, he might have gotten away with that a few years ago, but not anymore. No way. Now you've got to be stationary on those screens. No extra hips or elbows, or they'll call it.
Here's what Brooklyn's going with right now. Griffin's checked in for DeAndre Jordan. And Joe Harris is subbed in for Green.
And we've seen Durant now hit big shots before. He's no stranger to the moment. Actually, this guy relishes the moment.
Holiday. 1:15 left in the game. And an intentional foul right there. On defense, the Bucks. It's a 5-point game. And Griffin stays with it.
And ever since entering the league, that's been one of Griffin's favorite ways to score, attacking that offensive glass.
Here's Giannis. It's in. Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5.
And in addition to his great talent, Antetokounmpo has the reputation of being an outstanding leader as well. He's a clutch player who demands the ball in these situations. You love that.
The shot by KD. No good. Milwaukee with the ball. A bucket here would give them a bit more room.
True, but no need to rush it. Play smart.
Irving misses.
Very surprising that he came away empty there, especially given room to operate. Patience is a virtue, and Chris Middleton, virtuous.
23 seconds left in the fourth quarter. They'll be trying to take as much time off the clock as they can.
Exactly. Expect to see longer possessions from this point on.
So the first one drops, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. And so both free throws are good, and it's a 5-point game.
And that makes it a 2-possession game now. Those could turn out to be vital free throws.
Holiday with it. Middleton on the wing. Over Harris. Good.
Man, the form that Middleton shoots those jumpers with.
All right, David, thank you. Interesting matchups. It's time for the NBA. DH.
Hey, Kevin.
Terrific. David, thanks. Here are the starters for Milwaukee. Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Holiday out there with Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Lopez in at the 5 down low. And for the Hawks, Hunter at the 3 with Collins at the 4. Bogdan Bogdanovic is out there with Trae Young. And it's Capella in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Now, here is Young. Kicks it out to Collins. And Collins gets double-teamed. 5 to shoot. 16 feet away. Rebounded by the Bucks.
And we heard Shaquille O'Neal bestow his Superman nickname on Giannis Antetokounmpo, and rightfully so. The Greek freak the most dominant pace scorer since Shaq himself.
And Lopez gets it to go.
Just more and more you see these small little plays that give you an idea how much Giannis is assimilating with his offensive game. Angles, passes, and more playmaking.
And it's sent back by Lopez. Lopez with the steal. And it's the Bucks on the break. Here's Holiday. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. Giannis left side. No good on that one. So the Hawks will take it the other way. And watching Antetokounmpo get to the rim can, GA, take your breath away.
Man, he can go around you, through you, or literally jump right over you. Call him the freak, Superman, what have you. None of it feels like an exaggeration.
And there's the call on John Collins. That's his first foul. About a minute and a half through the first quarter. Middleton outside. Wants to get it to Antetokounmpo and does. Back to Middleton. 6 on the shot clock. And he finishes nicely on the layup.
That is tough. Watching Middleton find some kind of shooting window there and then knocking it down.
Outside Collins. Back to Bogdanovich. Lopez with the steal. And Holiday kicks to DiVincenzo. His three-pointers off the mark.
Well, even though he misses that one, the defense has got to talk about that. And that's a bad miscue, and you can't give up looks like that all game long. You know, when Collins gets up there like that, look out.
Here's Holiday after the made shot from John Collins. Inside, it's stolen by Capella. Fast break here. Here come the Hawks. Here's Bogdanovich. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there.
No one to blame on that one but himself. You get looks like that, you've got to take advantage.
That's tipped.
Now, you don't see a lot of shot blocks from Bogdanovich, but he is big enough to get it done.
And it's Capella missing. And here's Holiday, who will bring it up for the Bucks. Now about 3 minutes gone in the first quarter. Milwaukee, no good that time either.
Oh, can't punish the defense for leaving him open that time. That's a frustrating miss for a really steady jump shooter.
Today, Greg, we see a lot more friendly rivalries. Does that bother you?
Not at all. I mean, people like to say, well, our era had the rivalries were more bitter. I disagree with that. I think guys are every bit as competitive today as they've ever been.
That's good to hear.
They just also have more exposure and opportunity to be around one another. Kids today growing up, they've been playing against each other since the 5th, 6th grade in national tournaments. When we played, we didn't get to see the other top players around the country. So I think that was one reason why you didn't have a closeness with guys that unless you were on the same team.
So it's the Bucks now, following the bucket by the Hawks. Giannis inside, working on Collins.
As Giannis has grown in his physical stature, widening those shoulders, having more strength, these are the kind of plays that make all that hard work pay off.
And now we've got the intentional foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
And the Hawks with a completely new group on the floor.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher. Now here's Teague, pass to Nora. Left side, Portis. Over Okongwu. And it hung on the rim, but wouldn't fall for him. Atlanta leading by 4. Here's Reddish. Here's Herter. Drains it from beyond the arc.
Oh, great ball movement there.
19 seconds left in the first quarter. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Teague left side over Williams. Teague can't hit. Here's Reddish. And that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. And so it's the Atlanta Hawks. And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. And when you consider how Atlanta is doing, your thoughts?
Well, their effort on the defensive end has set the tone for this game.
That defense has been infectious here as everybody stepping up aggressively on that end.
On the wings, Herter and Reddish. Okongwu is out there with Gallinari, and it's Williams at the point guard. So that's the Hawks 5. Now here's Williams. Yep, it counts. Williams has got the lead up to 9 now for Atlanta.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
And he makes that one.
That's a nice move on the bounce from Giannis, showing that the tools are getting sharper.
Williams against Holiday. Pass to Okongwu. Here's Herter. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Bucks trail by 9. Giannis passes to DiVincenzo. Here's Middleton. Atlanta with the rebound.
Another rebound hauled in. They're hitting the glass with a lot of passion.
And Okongwu slams it in.
He's so dangerous as a scorer. Lou Williams can recognize when there's openings. This time it was a teammate.
Now here's DiVincenzo. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. And now approaching 2 minutes of action here in the second quarter.
A 3-time Sixth Man of the Year. Last season, Lou Williams named his newborn son Six in honor of his success in that role.
We talk a lot about the Mount Rushmore of the game's greatest players. Maybe we can start to chisel out the sixth men of the year in the NBA. Lou Williams would have to get some serious consideration for that monument.
And he commits the intentional foul. And the Hawks with a completely new group on the floor. P.J. Tucker, he's checked in for Milwaukee. Bryn Forbes comes in for Dante DiVincenzo. Outside, Bogdanovich. Young drives in. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
Coaching staff probably most proud of the effort of this team on both ends of the floor here tonight.
Now here's Lopez. Middleton outside. Not watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation.
And that is just a deflating error on his part.
Yeah, he knows he shouldn't have made it, and that's just really overall a frustrating sequence that hopefully doesn't stick with him.
Here's what Milwaukee's going with right now. Bobby Portis comes in for Brook Lopez. And it's Pat Connaughton in for Drew Holiday. Now, here is Young. 3 minutes of action so far in the second quarter. Middleton with it. Now guarded by Bogdanovich. Now Middleton. He kicks to Forbes. Looking to end the run. He takes it up and lays it in.
Feeling more and more comfortable in this offense. This is Chris Middleton making a play.
Passes it to Hunter. Back to Young. And there is a whistle. That goes on Bryn Forbes. That is his first foul of the game. And the Hawks making a change here. Snell's checked in. Capella dishes to Snell. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
And Forbes kicks to Connaughton. Back to Forbes. Now here's Tucker. He's guarded by Collins. Tucker the pass to Middleton. Over Collins. Middleton can't get it to go.
And being that close to the hoop, I thought he had enough room to finish that one.
And they go to the intentional foul. The Hawks shooting their first shots from the stripe in this game. The free throw drops for Hunter.
It's easy to see why so many people have been so high on DeAndre Hunter. You look at that build and at that forward position and that kind of work ethic. Sky's the limit.
Milwaukee making a switch here. Brook Lopez is checked in for Bobby Portis. Giannis comes in for P.J. Tucker. Dante DiVincenzo, he's checked in for Pat Connaughton. And it's Holiday in for Bryn Forbes.
Not sure how he saw that there. Holiday with a firm understanding of how to get the ball to an open teammate.
It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Collins dishes to Young. Back to Collins. Stolen by Holiday. And oh, here we go. Lopez has got it. The fast break chance. An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg? I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
And stolen by Okongwu. Here's Reddish. And Reddish with the swing.
So unselfish there. Young doing a good job of finding the open man.
He gets it up. No good there. And so it's the Atlanta Hawks. All right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. Well, after 2 quarters, it's Atlanta out in front. They are way out in front, leading by speed. That's all for now.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. Bucks trail by 17. And on the floor for Mike Budenholzer starting the second half. Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. Dante DiVincenzo, he's out there with Holiday. And it's Middleton in at the 3. And Antetokounmpo with the basket on the assist by Holiday. Giannis has got the first bucket of the third here for Milwaukee. Williams passes to Gallinari. Back to Williams. Okongwu with it. Lopez is there. Williams kicks to Reddish. Oh, good with the triple.
The D doesn't seem to be too worried about him from three-point range, and he shows us why still. I expect him to make one of those.
And it's denied. Let's break here. Here come the Hawks. Here's a great dunk.
Freakish.
Man overboard.
Wow.
Herder out there completing the break on the run.
Middleton left side. Over Reddish. Shots good by Middleton. Middleton's got his second basket.
One of the more skilled offensive players that is on the floor here tonight. Not an easy fella to hold in check.
Gallinari outside. Williams inside, guarded by Holiday. Reverses, and he sinks the layup. Herder's got 4 points in the quarter.
Known for being a scorer, Herder is good at staying active and then looking to capitalize inside.
And we're just around 2 minutes into the final half of play now. Out in his own on the break. On up the court. And stolen by DiVincenzo. 3-on-3. Unloads from 9. He gets it in there.
Moving it around. 8 of their last 10 coming off assists. And that foot injury robbing Dante DiVincenzo of much of his rookie season. But in year 2, he had a nice bounce back.
One of the things, Greg, that I think is most important for any player at any level is any time that you're hurt, you still have an opportunity from the bench to pick up some of the nuances of the game. There's no doubt that Dante did that last year, and this year has stepped in and continued to contribute to this ball club.
Here's Giannis. Gallinari making his last shot. Middleton. And a great assist by Antetokounmpo as that one goes in. Antetokounmpo's got 3 assists now in this one. The pass to Okongwu. Kicks it to Gallinari. To the inside. Crafty move. And there's the nice layup by Okongwu. Okongwu's now got 6.
Not getting old here. Seeing him make that lead pass with perfect timing.
Holiday with it. Now guarded by Gallinari. And that's a foul called on Gallinari. That's his first foul. So for the Hawks, Clint Capella, he's checked in for Okongwu. And it's Bogdanovich in for Lou Williams. Milwaukee also making some changes. Bobby Portis is checked in for Lopez. P.J. Tucker comes in for Antetokounmpo. And it's Bryn Forbes in for Drew Holiday. Now here's DiVincenzo. 4 on the clock. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation. Atlanta making some changes. John Collins, he's checked in for Gallinari. Tony Snell comes in for Reddish. And Trae Young subbed in for Kevin Huerter. Young looking around. Lob pass to Capella. Hammers the alley-oop through.
And this is the chemistry Capella has with his guys. Exceptional at feeling when to go for alley-oop.
Right side Teague. Pass to Nora. He kicks to Tucker. Here's Teague. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. And it's John Collins with the rebound.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
Back to Bogdanovich. There's 38 seconds left in the third. And the dunk by Capella.
Just has a nose for the ball. Capella skilled at gaining ideal position for those offensive rebounds.
Here is Forbes. Pass to Portis. Atlanta leading by 21. Young outside. From 17 feet out. A shot off that time.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
And so it's the Atlanta Hawks sitting on a 21-point lead to end the quarter. The scoring has been tremendous, and they are shooting lights out with very high accuracy. We've got more in store for you right after this. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
And he may not be known as a pass-first guy playing out of the two-guard spot, but he shows here that he can dole out an assist or two when he needs to.
Even though the position is called shooting guard, passing part of your responsibilities in today's game.
And there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the fourth quarter. On the court for Atlanta. On the wings, Huerter and Reddish. Gallinari is out there with Okongwu. And it's Williams at the 1. Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Brook Lopez is checked in for Bobby Portis. Antetokounmpo comes in for P.J. Tucker. Chris Middleton's checked in for Pat Connaughton. And it's Dante DiVincenzo in for Bryn Forbes. Here's Huerter. This one for 3. And the rebound goes to Lopez. And so it's Middleton with it. He brings it up for the Milwaukee Bucks. 19-point game.
Yeah, sometimes it takes a while for all that length in Giannis to catch up to those feet. But once he does, man, he can explode.
Now here's Williams. To the middle. Here's Okongwu.
And although an undersized center, more than making up for it with some serious hops.
And here's Holiday. Passes it to Giannis. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
And Giannis adding muscle to his frame for these types of situations. He'll keep getting bigger and stronger, but willing to take the hit.
The Hawks leading by 16. Williams passes to Huerter. Just over a minute and a half played here in the fourth. The Bucks have gotten all 3 of their shots to drop here in the fourth quarter. They came out of the break on a roll. Antetokounmpo finds Lopez. Kicks it down to Middleton. Up again. It's rebounded by Herter. The Hawks have gone 1 of 4 since the end of the third quarter. Williams can't hit. Bucks trail by 16. Here's Holiday. Here's Antetokounmpo.
That's an experienced decision by Holiday to fire that pass to the open man.
Williams with the ball. Now the dish to Gallinari. And the pass to Herter. Kicks it to Okongwu. Shot clock at 5. And Okongwu slams it in.
You got to keep the ball moving, and that time Herter's pass leads to an open look.
Giannis outside. For those just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. Atlanta leading by 16. Outside Williams. Wide open look. Herter, no good. The Bucks have gone 4 of 7 from the field since the beginning of the fourth. Holiday, the pass to DiVincenzo. And he takes the feed in stride and slams it home.
And a hard finish there, guys.
Yeah, and only one hand needed for that one. A minute 50 left in the fourth. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
How about that cut to the rack right there? Once Lou Williams has a step on the defense, they know they're in trouble.
And Atlanta will go for a different look here. Clint Capella, he's checked in for Okongwu. Collins comes in for Gallinari. DeAndre Hunter, he's checked in for Reddish. And Trae Young subbed in for Kevin Herter. Now here is Holiday. DiVincenzo kicks to Holiday. And there's the call on Lou Williams. That's foul number 2 for him. Bogdanovich, he's checked in for Williams. And a little over 3.5 minutes in the books so far here in the fourth. Pass to Antetokounmpo. Shot clock at 6. Middleton the pass to Lopez. And Lopez throws it down.
And all of a sudden, things finally coming together for them. The deficit's still large, but now not insurmountable.
Well, the run simply has given them a chance. Great work on both ends. They've got to now ratchet up a notch.
And so only one team answered the bell tonight, guys. Not a monster blowout by any means, but still a double-digit victory for the Hawks.
Starting 5 must have been happy to get so much help from the reserves in this game.
And they not only lightened the load, the subs did nothing less than guarantee a win.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Onyeka Okongwu.
And guys, I just felt he was tremendous tonight. His energy infected his teammates, and the wrecking ball on both ends.
Now, here is Young. .40 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Buries it from about 10 feet away.
This arena was rocking throughout the night. You could really feel the energy.
A huge motivation, always great for a young team, but veteran players also appreciate when fans come with that kind of energy and get into the spirit of the game.
On defense, Milwaukee. Following the basket by Trae Young. From deep.
And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
David, thank you as always. And that's going to do it tonight, folks. Watch, DA, thanks. Here are the starters for Brooklyn. Harden out there with Kyrie Irving. Then it's Joe Harris. Then there's DeAndre Jordan. And it's KD in at the 4 spot. And for the Hawks, Hunter at the 3 with Collins at the 4. Trae Young is out there with Bogdanovich. And it's Capella in at the center. Back to Collins. And it's sent back by KD.
Boy, the long arms of Kevin Durant twice on the pipes.
A nice shot by Irving. Greg, we've got two terrific highlight-making teams, both athletic in so many ways.
You know, it makes me hearken all the way back to college, and one of my teammates, Stacey Ogden, one of the greatest athletes I ever played alongside. Well, we're going to see a lot of his impact in tonight's game.
Young with the ball. Pass to Bogdanovich. Just 5 to shoot. The Hawks need to get off a shot here. The Hawks again can't hit. And so it's Harden bringing it up for the Nets. And stolen by Bogdanovich. And now here comes Collins leading the break. And it's Hunter with the jam.
And boy, when Hunter's aggressive, good things seem to happen for him and his team.
Poked away, and Bogdanovich picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Jordan up top. Capella covering. Out to Harris. Passes it to Durant. And finished off by KD.
Well, this is the court awareness that Joe Harris gives you. He is so skilled at realizing how to give his teammates an open look.
And Joe Harris, the lethal shooter, he can also be a threat in the pick-and-roll game.
Yeah, Harris does a great job reading what a defense is giving. He's more than just a catch-and-shoot type of player. Harris can hit shots on the move and isn't afraid to go at defenders.
Well, Kevin Durant can just hurt you in so many different ways. He's almost unguardable when he's pulling that jump shot.
Young drives in, kicks it out to Collins. But they'll get another chance. Out to the right wing. Down low, stolen by Harden. And now Durant running the floor, galloping all by himself.
And that's a nice job defensively from Harden. I mean, he's capable of these kinds of plays when the guy is engaged and active.
Now the pass to Capella. Now here's Bogdanovic. And Bogdanovic throws it down.
I'd say that shot is well within his range.
I would hope so. Irving with a clean look. Jordan, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
First quarter of play, we're about 3 minutes in. Young pass to Capella, and the dunk by Capella.
How about the vision from the crafty little guard? Young excels at realizing when his guys have clean looks.
Harden outside. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
And I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
Collins, and that one quick. And now, yep, this will be a coach's challenge. We thought that might happen, triggering a review of the personal foul.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review. Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
Here's Dinwiddie. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Williams against Dinwiddie. Kicks it out to Collins. A 3-ball. Rebound, Brooklyn.
It's almost as if there's a lid on the hoop for him right now. He still hasn't gotten one to fall in the quarter.
Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. 7-second difference, shot and game clock. Nobody near Williams. And he's good on the 3-ball.
Now this is a go-to shot for sweet Lou Williams. The 3-ball is there.
Dinwiddie surveying the floor. And the rejection by Collins. Now the Hawks moving it the other way. Here's Reddish. And Reddish with the slam.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish. And it's good, but hold on. The officials may want to look at that one on the replay monitor. And it looks like they are going to review the play. The question, did he get the basket off in time?
Yeah, and at this point of the game, you know, some might say, hey, can't we just skip the replay this time around? But you just never know.
As a team, as a unit, as a roster,
Greg Dinwiddie, one of those players who seems to adapt to any situation.
I mean, he's versatile, total team player, will do whatever is asked of him. He's really emerged after being picked in the second round a few years ago.
And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. And from Brooklyn guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
Well, this is the edge that great rim protection can give you.
Total intimidation that first period. That is what has helped power them to this early lead.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. Setting the floor for the Nets. Green is out there with Joe Harris. Then there's Brown, and it's Claxton in at the 5, down low. And Gallinari throws it down.
Well, the big man drives on the interior, showing some nice agility on that take.
And so it's Dinwiddie with it. He'll bring it up for the Brooklyn Nets.
Indoors, when you just look at the numbers the last 2 seasons, Gallinari has been playing like an all-star.
Now, Greg, you're talking about 20 points per game, 6 rebounds, a couple of assists, and he began to shoot a higher volume of threes, which obviously sometimes leads to a little bit less efficiency. But not for Gallinari. He's actually improved his accuracy from the three-point line. Boy, the wheels have definitely fallen off in this quarter. He cannot buy one.
That's their 3rd straight make off an assist.
Dinwiddie outside. Williams comes with a double team. And Harris wide open. He shoots, buries the long-range jumper.
Really off on his shooting, just 20% this period. Looks like he's getting a bit frustrated.
Outside Williams, and it's a defensive 3-second violation. The Atlanta shooting their first free throw of the game. And the technical free throw is good. Greg, you showed toughness and grit when you played. You've got to succeed in this league with those things at the forefront, right? Being tough, being gritty. And there are several players whose style you admire that play like that.
I mean, no doubt about it. You have the superstars, the Kawhis, the LeBrons, who continue to do it. They can intimidate you physically, but they also provide tremendous skill set. But 2 other guys, Russell Westbrook, Jimmy Butler, they're also guys that exemplify that toughness. 2 guys, when you look at those 2, a lot of people didn't project them to be what they've become, and it's impressive to watch them take the floor night in and night out.
And the turnover again by Atlanta.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
Nets have gone 3 of 7 shooting the ball here in the second quarter. Lets it fly from 18. Harden can't hit.
Well, that's a blown defensive coverage, but it doesn't matter. He cannot answer the bell.
And it's Hunter with the jam.
Well, check out that assist. That's a pair of teammates that are clearly on the same page.
Irving for 3. And again, it's the Nets missing. The Hawks have gone a sensational 5 of 5 from the field since the start of the second quarter. Young, good.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Brooklyn's gone 2 for 5 from three-point land since the end of the first. Here's Harden. That's in. He's got 2 made now, and he's shooting 2 for 3.
And Harden's such a creative scorer, especially when he gets in close to the basket.
Young outside. And he banks in the layup. Young's got the lead up to 2 now for Atlanta.
Those defenders just look a little bit gassed. I mean, they're getting pushed around on that low block.
Here's Harden. Jordan high post. Here's Irving. Tries yet again. On the wing, Harris. No good on the triple.
Not a lot falling for him in this quarter. He's got to stay aggressive, try to break through, see if you can get an easy opportunity.
And Collins is right there. And the Hawks lead by 4.
Becoming a true force on the offensive glass. Love how hard Collins goes after those second chance opportunities.
Here's Harden. That's good, and it's KD with the assist. 6 points for James Harden.
And if you're the guy who has to guard him, it is never going to be an easy night for you.
It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Young passes to Capella. And it's blocked by Jordan.
Boy, the wingspan of DeAndre Jordan. This guy sends it back with a message.
And it's good for 2.
Yeah, I love the communication and the chemistry between those teammates.
Young taking his time here. It'll count. And that one released in time, but no good. And that'll do it.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome. A competitive matchup for Atlanta in the first quarter. They kept at it on both ends of And that'll do it for our halftime report.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. Kyrie Irving really making a difference here.
And even with the defense shading towards him on every trip down, he still finds a way to come up big.
Well, he knows they're coming for him, but he's accustomed to that kind of attention, and he's quite comfortable dealing with it.
On the wings, Herter and Reddish. Okongwu is out there with Gallinari, and it's Williams at the point guard position. They're the group for Nate McMillan starting the second half. Irving dishes to Harden. They now take the lead. 8 points for James Harden.
Woo-hoo, Kyrie Irving doing work with the pass. That's pretty.
Herter passes to Williams. Stolen by Durant. And Irving with a clear path to the hoop. That's good, and it's KD with the assist. Now it's a 4-point Nets lead.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
The finish in transition, nice and easy.
Here's Williams, and he uses the glass on the layup. Williams has got 7 points in the game.
How about Lou Williams playing through the contact? Nicely done.
Here's Harden. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. That one on Gallinari.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
And the Hawks with a completely new group on the floor. And a new group in for the Nets. Nicholas Claxton's checked in for DeAndre Jordan. Green comes in for Kevin Durant. Bruce Brown, he's checked in for Joe Harris. And Dinwiddie subbed in for Irving. Here's Bogdanovich, and oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. The Hawks have gone 1 for 1, making their previous attempt at the line.
And look back a season ago, they did a solid job at the line, about 79% of their free throws.
Griffin's checked in for James Harden.
And that's the norm for him. He's pretty much automatic when he's at the line.
Here's Dinwiddie, and the rejection by Collins. So it's Bogdanovich who brings up the ball for the Hawks, trailing by 2. And here we go. Brooklyn fast break, and he jams it with authority.
That's a stomach punch, guys. Turn it over and give him a free run to the bucket.
Oh, you're so right. No question who has the momentum now.
It's still close, though. These teams have been neck and neck. Let's see the response here.
And Nicholas Claxton gets the whistle that time. That'll be his second foul of the game. Dinwiddie against Young. Clock at 4. 9 feet out. Dinwiddie with some nice D.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
And it's Brown missing. The Hawks trail by 4. Hunter dishes to Young. Brooklyn with the rebound.
Boy, surprised he missed that. The defense just good enough to prevent that bucket.
The kick out to Brown. Dinwiddie against Young. Here's Claxton, and he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. That's on DeAndre Hunter.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
Tony Snell's checked in for Hunter. Durant's checked in for the Nets. Good on the second free throw. The Hawks have gotten just one of their first 4 shots to fall since coming out of the locker room at the break. Outside Collins. He dishes it to Young. It's Bogdanovich on the wing. 6 to shoot. That one's good, and the Brooklyn lead is cut down to 3 on the bucket from Young.
You gotta like seeing this from Young, wanting to prove he's more than just a jump shooter.
Here's Dinwiddie. That one doesn't go. So the Hawks will take it the other way. Durant with the steal. In transition, here come the Nets. Claxton the pass to Durant over Young. KD's shot is off. Hawks have gone 2 of 5 shooting here in the third quarter. And it's sent back by KD. And they're able to recover. Count that one, and the Nets lead has been cut to just 1 on the basket from Young. The Nets shooting pretty terrible here in the third quarter at around 30%. And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
So for the Nets, Blake Griffin, he's checked in for Durant, and it's Kyrie Irving in for Bruce Brown. Williams dishes to Gallinari. Throws it up high, and Okongwu slams it in.
Well, the threat to score is real when Lou Williams has the ball, but he uses that to set up his passing game.
Irving way outside. Pass to Claxton. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation.
Boy, that's the last thing they needed. This game too close to be making those kinds of errors.
The Nets making a switch here. Brown's checked in. 24 seconds left in the third quarter. Here's Williams, and the layup is good. Williams has got 4 this quarter.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Now, Dinwiddie, 8 points for him. Count it. Dinwiddie's got 10 points. Neither side has relented a bit in this back-and-forth affair.
You can sense the energy in the building already as this game is starting to build towards having a terrific finish.
And we've reached the end of the third quarter. Just a terrific game so far. Brooklyn ahead, up 1. And we're coming back in just a moment. Get ready for the fourth quarter of action when we return. And let's take now this moment to bring up our State Farm assist of the game.
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here? Looking like a point guard, put the pass right on the money.
He's got the size to survey over the top of the defense and find the open man. That was beautiful.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the fourth quarter in what is still anybody's ball game. On the court for the Nets, getting the fourth quarter going. They've got Joe Harris. Brown out there with Harden. And it's Green, and it's Jordan in at the center position. The Hawks leading. Here's Reddish. Yep, that one goes.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Brown feeling it out a bit. He kicks it to Green. Pass to Harden. It's rebounded by Herter. The Hawks leading by 3. Reddish with the ball. Picked up by Harris.
Oh, goodness gracious.
How about that finish?
Wow.
Harden the pass to Brown. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Brown's got his first basket.
There's a certain resiliency to this team, and you're starting to see it.
No doubt keeping it very close. They're going to have to step up even more to get over the hump here.
To the inside. Here's Okongwu. And Okongwu slams it in.
Well, Danilo Gallinari, obviously much more known as a scorer, but how about the court vision there?
It's Harden with the drive. It's good.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
You know, we see this all the time. You're basically, as a defender, hoping the man misses rather than putting in the work to get over screens.
Inside, Okongwu. Sweet move. Jordan with the rebound. Jordan's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Hands with the ball out of bounds. Jordan touched it last. Kevin Durant's checked in for the Nets. Irving comes in for Bruce Brown. And Young kicks to Capella. In the corner, it's Hunter. Wide open shot is on the money. Hunter's got the lead up to 5 now for the Hawks.
And the defense has to recognize this. Hunter is a legit threat to shoot off the catch.
Durant with it and guarded by Capella. Capella against KD. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
Big moments. This is who Kevin Durant is. He delivers when the game is in the balance.
Outside, Bogdanovich. Pass to Young. And he uses the glass on the layup. Young's got the lead. Back up to 5 now for the Hawks.
Game tightening up, no problem. Put the ball in Young's hand and let the young fella go to work.
On the wing, Harris fires from deep. That's good, and a nice assist from Durant. Durant's got 3 assists in the game.
Joe Harris, confident, fearless, big-time shot delivery.
Young inside, guarded by Harden. And the dunk by Capella.
And this is the chemistry Capella has with his guys. Exceptional at feeling when to go for alley-oop.
Harden finds Durant. Plenty of space. The putback, and there's Jordan putting it right back in.
DJ with the fearless opportunity, boy. What a shot.
Young outside. Outside, Bogdanovich. And the Hawks getting another basket right there.
Defensive breakdown there, no doubt about it. I mean, he's a guy you have to be focused on defensively.
Harden dishes to KD. To the middle. Here's Jordan. And the rejection by Collins. And now, here comes Young leading the break. And the 3 off target. And so it's Irving. He brings it up for the Nets. The 3. It's hauled in by Clint Capella.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Well, nice job crashing the glass. You'd love to see that kind of effort.
And Durant puts up a deep 3. They get it again. Out to Harris from downtown. Money! And what a sensational bucket to bring them within 1.
So much riding on that shot. What a bucket.
I'll tell you, that changes things, doesn't it? Good job, young fella. What a game.
Young against Harden. Now, here is Young. He's covered closely. On the clock. Young is double. From deep three-point range. That shot misses. And so it's the Hawks who come out on top. All right, David, great job, Ben. Check out the fashion style of the Bucks as they here are the starters for Milwaukee. Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. Then it's Holiday. Then it's Chris Middleton. And it's Forbes in at the shooting guard position. And for Brooklyn, they've got Irving. DeAndre Jordan is out there with Green. Then it's Harden. And it's KD in at the 3. Now here is Holiday. Passes to Giannis. He kicks to Middleton. Over Green. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Antetokounmpo, and the layup's good off the glass. Some veterans on these teams, Clark. What are you looking for and how that will impact the game?
Well, I think both of these teams have a really solid roster, and I love the blend of experience and youth. When you have NBA experience on the floor, there's just a level of play that you see at the defensive end that makes it enjoyable for me. I think that's what we'll see tonight. Experienced pros getting after it.
Here's Holiday. James Harden picking up that last basket. Pass to Antetokounmpo. Tries it from 9. Uses the glass to drop it in.
Savvy play from Holiday. Quick thinking helps him get the ball to the wide open man.
Irving with the ball. A three-pointer off the mark.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
And it's Milwaukee's ball. Now here is Holiday. And it's Antetokounmpo penetrating. Yes, and it's Holiday with the assist that time. Giannis has got 6 points.
That's 3 straight shots to fall here to start. Looking good.
Stolen by Holiday. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Red hot so far, 4 for 4. Cooking with gas, couldn't draw it up any better.
Just about 2 minutes into the game, first quarter of basketball. Harden finds Irving. Shoots. Forbes with the rebound.
You know, they don't score on that shot, but they're going to be happy with those kinds of possessions. Oh, great ball movement there.
Nets have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Irving attacking. Count that bucket.
Boy, great display of concentration and tenacity from Irving there. Fighting his way through contact, getting it up and down, plus the 5.
The Nets making a switch here. Harris is checked in. Antetokounmpo passes to Middleton. First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes play. Nets trail by 5. In transition, here come the Nets. And Harris wide open. He shoots. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
Yeah, you know, it's all about running the right set. And right there, Harris does just that to capitalize.
Outside Holiday. Back to Antetokounmpo. And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
Straight power, homie. I mean, he ripped it down with both hands.
Absolutely a resounding dunk.
Yeah, for sure. That was a take no chances, take no prisoners slam right there, guys.
It's good. Irving's got 5 points so far.
Irving, excellent at converting with either hand. He's got a special talent for finishing in the lane.
Holiday, the pass to Giannis. And here's Middleton. Bucks passing it around. Lopez gets to Middleton. And Holiday, here we go. The wide open look here for Lopez. Yes, and it's Holiday with the assist that time.
And 10 of their last 12 coming off assists.
Harris finds Irving. Now here's Green. Shoots from 12. It's hauled in by Giannis. There's a minute left here in the first quarter. There's the lob at Antetokounmpo. He's off on that one.
Yeah, and that was lining up to be a huge alley-oop, but they just couldn't quite connect.
And, you know, guys, always a tough catch on the lob. Placement and timing have to be close to perfect.
A big group substitution here for Brooklyn. Griffin's checked in for Jordan. Nicholas Claxton comes in for Green. Brownie's checked in for Kevin Durant. And Dinwiddie subbed in for Irving. Pat Connaughton, he's checked in for Milwaukee. Dante DiVincenzo comes in for Drew Holiday. Pass to Middleton. He can't get it to go. The Nets go the other way with it. Griffin with it. Now guarded by Middleton. Dinwiddie wide open. A miss that time. Would have put him up. And Nicholas Claxton gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. And some changes here for the Bucks. Portis, he's checked in for Lopez. And it's P.J. Tucker in for Giannis Antetokounmpo. Middleton against Harris. Middleton looking it over. Over Harris. And Middleton kicks to Connaughton. Middleton outside.
When Harris gives you this type of energy on defense, that's a huge bonus.
Giannis Antetokounmpo. He's feeling it tonight. And recently, Kevin Durant discussed what they have to face night.
I think we get a lot of teams' best shot.
And Greg, it's one of the great challenges of being one of the teams to beat.
But that's the difference with a superstar like Durant. He can give you elite play from start to finish. Lesser guys can do that only in spurts.
And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Bucks.
They've been making some really nice passes out there. Excellent passing. That could set the tone for the rest of the game.
Yeah, also something I like out of them so far, they're throwing their bodies around in the paint, and the physicality is taking its toll.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade as the second quarter gets going. On the court for the Bucks, Bobby Portis out there with P.J. Tucker. Then it's Chris Middleton. Then there's Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Connaughton in at the 2 spot. And the Bucks making a change here. Lopez, he's checked in for Portis. Antetokounmpo comes in for P.J. Tucker. Bryn Forbes, he's checked in for Chris Middleton. And it's Drew Holiday in for Dante DiVincenzo. Here's what Brooklyn's going with right now. DeAndre Jordan's checked in for Nicholas Claxton. Green comes in for Harris. Kevin Durant's checked in for Bruce Brown. And Kyrie Irving subbed in for Dinwiddie. Nets trail by 4. Here's KD. And KD throws it down.
You know, why settle for the layup? When you're this close, Durant might as well just turn it over and punch it home.
Holiday surveying the floor. Giannis up top. And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
And Giannis Antetokounmpo has some major hops. At almost 7 feet tall, he makes it look effortless.
Holiday against Harden. Outside, KD. And it's off from three-point range. Milwaukee leading by 4. Holiday dishes to Antetokounmpo. Changes up. There's the pass to Lopez. Good. And it's Giannis picking up the assist.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
Here is Harden. You know, Greg, we know there's some power finishers in the NBA like Giannis Antetokounmpo, but he complains a lot that he needs to sell contact rather than muscle through it. How do you evaluate those kind of power finishers in the game?
Well, I mean, there's still power will always play a role, especially when you can add in quickness and athleticism. And I think you start right there with Giannis. I mean, he's kind of epitomizes that. LeBron obviously is still in that category. And a guy like Kawhi Leonard, he can send you into the stanchion when he gets going downhill as well.
Boy, what a journey it's been for Irving. An all-star, a champion. He's played on the U.S. national team and even did a little acting along the way.
Bruce Brown, he's checked in for the Nets. And then for Milwaukee, P.J. Tucker, he's checked in for Lopez. Dante DiVincenzo comes in for Bryn Forbes. And it's Teagan for Drew Holiday. And a new group in for the Nets. Griffin's checked in for DeAndre Jordan. Nicholas Claxton comes in for Green. Harris is checked in for Kevin Durant. And Dinwiddie subbed in for Kyrie Irving. The Bucks also with the sub. Portis is checked in.
I'm not sure who was supposed to be on him that possession. I mean, apparently neither did the defenders.
Antetokounmpo passes to Teague. 1:57 left here in the second. Floats it up for Giannis. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
And Antetokounmpo is so long. I mean, he stretches forever, covers a ton of ground.
Dinwiddie attacking. Moves back up. And we have an intentional foul there, G.A. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
P.J. Tucker, he's checked in for Giannis Antetokounmpo. Dinwiddie's shot is off.
Not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
And that one's good from Connaughton.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
You know, nothing makes a coach happier than selflessness on the basketball court.
Here's Dinwiddie. Makes it off the glass. Dinwiddie's got 6.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Teague, the pass to Portis. 56 seconds left to play in the first half. And good that time. Portis has got the lead up to 8 now for the Bucks. And so it's Dinwiddie with it. He'll bring it up for Brooklyn. Brooklyn shooting their 6th and 7th free throws in the game.
And as a group, they shot 75% from the line last season. And working, Kevin, themselves to the line here in the second. A nice way to get your offense going.
And maybe cause some foul trouble along the way as well. And we know what that can do. It pays off typically in good fashion for you.
And Brooklyn making a change here. Durant's checked in. And Milwaukee with a change here too. Chris Middleton's checked in for Pat Connaughton. Brown dishes to Durant. An easy 2 points on the layup. Durant's got 4 points this quarter.
Boy, what a graceful athlete. I mean, Durant does a beautiful job moving and slicing through that defense, getting a high percentage shot there.
Middleton outside. From deep. Rebound, Brooklyn. 3 seconds left. And then Durant with the dunk.
You know, with Harris, if you're open, he's going to make sure he finds you.
Good if it goes. And no good that time. Giannis Antetokounmpo. Thank you, David. And we'll be right back after halftime to start the third quarter.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings to... It was a big-time first quarter for Giannis Antetokounmpo. He had 16 points. And that'll about do it as we get ready for the second half.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. You look at Antetokounmpo in this one, he's been everywhere.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
And you know what? I'll be interested to see just how much he's got left in the tank. That first half had to take a lot out of it.
They got DeAndre Jordan. Irving is out there with Harden. And it's Green, and it's KD in at the small forward. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. Here is Durant, following the bucket by the Bucks. Outside, Green kicks it to Jordan. Nets passing it around. Just 5 to shoot. And that one's good, Irving.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Yeah, if that's a harbinger of things to come, he's looking at having a very big second half.
Now here's Giannis. 18 points for him. Middleton can't get it to go.
You know, defensively, you just can't afford to give him that much room. They're fortunate that he missed that one.
So impressive, the fortitude, the will to battle back, but it did take a lot of energy to get here.
Yeah, you know, battling back is about staying the course, and their attitude never changed.
Antetokounmpo against Green. And here comes Harden, leading the fast break. Gets the bucket and the foul. That one is on Holiday.
On a nice little roll here to start this half, connecting on their first 3 attempts.
And Clark, when you look at the footwork of James Harden, arguably some of the best in the history of this league.
And yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
On the wing, Irving. He feeds it to Jordan. No good on the shot. Good D by Lopez. For Milwaukee, they've gone 2 of 3 from the field to start the second half. Here's Forbes. And it's Durant with the rebound. For Brooklyn, they've gone 3 of 5 to start the second half, developing a nice rhythm out there. The kick out to Irving. In the air. And he lays it up and in. Irving's got the lead up to 2 now for Brooklyn.
Hey, the skills of Kyrie are obvious, but what isn't so obvious is his underestimated strength.
Giannis against Green. Here's Antetokounmpo. That one falls. Antetokounmpo's got the game tied up here for Milwaukee.
And when he gets in his head that he's going to get to the basket, very little you can do defensively. Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Yeah, but that's no excuse for that kind of foul. I mean, that might be an explanation for it, but certainly doesn't justify it. And even then, it's just not a good play.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
That's not the kind of streak you want to be part of defensively. Tighten it up, fellas.
Here's Holiday, and he gets it to go. Holiday's got 6 points.
A really smart player. Holiday can find the spaces inside and exploit them for points.
Just over 3.5 minutes through the third quarter of play now. And the rejection by Antetokounmpo. Here's Claxton. Good. And the Nets lead by 2.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now they've allowed from point-blank range.
Can't happen.
Teague. Antetokounmpo finds Lopez. The shot will not fall. And Brooklyn will come the other way. Here's Harris. Comes up empty down low.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
Yeah, still close, but with their tough play on the boards, we're certainly seeing the effort.
Here's Dinwiddie. That drops. And it comes off an assist from Griffin. He's got 10.
At the offensive end, he's been assertive and efficient, guys. A big reason why they hold this lead right now.
There's 14 seconds left here in the third quarter. And here's Holiday. He's got 6. Charity stripe shot. No good off the front iron. 3/4 of play in a close game here. Brooklyn ahead, up 2. We're going to step aside for just a second, but join us right. We've reached the fourth quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. And so it's Teague with it. He'll bring it up for the Milwaukee Bucks. Trailing by 2 on the court for the Bucks. They've got P.J. Tucker. Teague out there with Dante DiVincenzo. Then there's Bobby Portis. And it's Connaughton in it at the 3. Portis can't get it to go.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit. Right. That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
Here's what Brooklyn's going with right now. DeAndre Jordan's checked in for Harris. Kyrie Irving comes in for Bruce Brown. And it's James Harden in for Dinwiddie. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. Forbes can't get it to go. Brooklyn leading by 4. Now Middleton. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
With some arc, and it's laid in by Holiday.
Boy, that was a sweet-looking teardrop. There's very little defense for that.
Harden against Holiday. Nobody near Irving. It's good from long range. Irving's got the lead up to 5 now for the Nets.
Man, the confidence Irving has is something I really appreciate. I mean, he's ready to shoot it as soon as he gets it and not afraid of any kind of shot.
Giannis kicks to Holiday. Middleton against Durant. The kick out to Antetokounmpo. Just 2 to shoot. Good, and the assist goes to Middleton. Antetokounmpo's got 24 points.
And it's easy to see by Antetokounmpo's performance tonight. He can flat out dominate games at times.
Middleton against Durant, and Green is right there. And the Nets lead by 5.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
For Milwaukee, they've gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. Giannis passes to Holiday. Now Portis, guarded by Jordan. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
And Antetokounmpo is just fearless. I mean, hit him, knock him around. Really doesn't faze him. Doesn't matter. I mean, this guy is determined to get the job done, and he does.
Joe Harris is checked in for Green. Irving surveying the floor. 2 free throws coming up, and here we go with the coach's challenge. Not surprised in a competitive game like this, and he's disputing the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able to. A challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
He gets a chance now to catch up with the fourth member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Hey, guys. Well, Mike Budenholzer had some advice for the team during the timeout. He said, we're too concerned with their shooters right now. We've got to close off the inside. They are gutting us. He pleaded with his guys. Come on, let's take a stand. Kevin?
That's good from Antetokounmpo.
You know, since entering the league at age 18, Antetokounmpo has really grown. The Greek Freak, now one of the league's premier talents, no doubt.
Irving with the ball. Now guarded by Antetokounmpo. Durant kicks to Irving. Back to Durant. Second chance shot. Over onto Antetokounmpo. The kick out to Irving. A shot by Holiday. Nobody around. It's good, and they get the go-ahead bucket. Holiday's got 4 points now in the quarter. And taking a quick look here, guys, at the hustle splits for the Bucks.
Their high-energy defensive effort has paid off for them, guys, with more than a few steals over the course of the ballgame.
Yeah, but they've also done a great job of playing in space, getting out in transition every opportunity.
Harden the pass to Jordan. Banked in off the glass. And the Nets lead by 1.
Hey, that's why you want an experienced veteran like DeAndre Jordan. That's a huge hoop from him.
This is it to Giannis. 1:02 left in the fourth quarter. Can't cash in on the 10-foot jumper. And so it's KD with it. He brings up the ball for Brooklyn. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Chris Middleton. That's foul number 2 for him. Jeff Green is checked in for Kevin Durant. Lopez, he's checked in for the Bucks. Here's Harden. Dishes to Jordan. Nets passing it around. In the corner. Harden. That shot missing. Good D by Holiday. So it's the Bucks now. The shot, no good. The Nets go the other way with it. This is a huge possession.
And this is where all the hard work pays off. You have to be able to execute under pressure.
And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. Pass to Portis. Holiday with it. Can't cash in. And so it's Brooklyn who scrapes by with the win. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. Well, folks, that's going to Are always hyped to play in front of their home crowd. And tonight, a look at Atlanta's opening lineup. Hunter at the 3 with Collins at the 4. Bogdanovich out there with Young. And it's Capella in at the center position. And for Milwaukee, Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Then it's Brook Lopez. Then it's Holiday. And it's Forbes in at the 2. Now here's Middleton. Well, the outcome tonight, Greg, could come down to the big men up front.
You know, versatility will be key. The front court that can be physical but also pass it, stretch the floor will likely be the victor.
I love Hunter's athleticism and versatility as a finisher in transition.
Bogdanovich with it, and Holiday picks him up defensively. And so it looks like the Hawks will retain possession here. Young outside. Lob pass to Capella. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
And this is the chemistry Capella has with his guys. Exceptional at feeling when to go for alley-oop.
And Holiday kicks to Forbes. Collins against Antetokounmpo. Clock at 6. And Capella sends it back.
Quick off the floor, has that long reach. Capella there with the intimidation.
And so Antetokounmpo will bring it up for the Bucks. 4-point game. Holiday and Capella sends it back.
0 for 3 now in the early going, just a little bit out of sync.
Young, no good. The Bucks have gone 0 of 3 from the field to start the game.
And the amount of pressure that Trae Young puts on a defense is staggering. He's either carving you up with his passing or hitting you with that jump shot.
You know, Trae Young is the type of player that can lead this league in scoring and in assists. And also possibly could do it in the same season. For a youngster, he sees a lot of double teams. It's impressive how he handles it.
Here's Holiday after the basket by DeAndre Hunter. Holiday looking over the floor. Back to Giannis. It's stolen by Capella. Oh, and here comes Young all alone. Finished off the break.
You know, out in the open floor, Trae Young does an excellent job of assisting or finishing.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Middleton outside to end the run. The Bucks getting another chance here. He kicks to Forbes. Giannis inside. Capella covering. But they recover it. The shot by Middleton wide open. And again, the Bucks miss.
Off the mark once again. Terrible quarter for him thus far.
A three from Bogdanovich. Antetokounmpo pulls it in. Bucks trail by 8. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
It wasn't that long ago that Holiday suffered some injuries that had people concerned about his future.
Greg, some injuries are bad luck. We do know this. Jrue Holiday's physical, he's fearless, and he doesn't know any other way to play. But thankfully, he's battled through, and he is still playing at an all-star level.
Looking at who's out there now for the Bucks. Bobby Portis is checked in for Lopez. P.J. Tucker comes in for Antetokounmpo. Pat Connaughton, he's checked in for Chris Middleton. And it's Dante DiVincenzo in for Bryn Forbes. Nice move. Williams gets the bucket.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
We've got 1:23 left to play in the first. Holiday with it. Lays it up off the glass.
And that's the pressure Holiday puts on your defense. Sees the opportunity, gets his shot inside.
Williams passes to Reddish. Gallinari against DiVincenzo. Plenty of daylight on that shot.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Now here is Holiday. 43 seconds left in the first quarter of the game.
An all-star, a leader, Jrue Holiday can be counted on night in and night out to make a difference.
And this is his second trip to the line tonight.
And just a shade over 70% from the line a season ago. That's an area I'm sure he wants to improve.
Tony Snell's checked in for Williams. Herter passes to Gallinari. 30 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Here's Snell. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
Love seeing Tony battle for the bucket. That has to make his coaches happy.
There's the call on Kevin Herter. That's his first foul of the game, and the bonus will go to the free throw line. Milwaukee shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
And talking about last season, this team hit just 74% of their free throws. I'm sure they were hoping for better than that.
Here's Herter, defended by DiVincenzo. Gallinari left side. Shoots over Tucker, and he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. And so it's the Atlanta Hawks, with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. They've been playing. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. Well, from what you guys are seeing from the Hawks, what are you thinking about their performance?
Hey, why take jump shots when you can get your points at the rim?
Especially at the start. You want to get something positive going and establish your rhythm.
Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. Then there's Teague. Then it's Chris Middleton. And it's Forbes in at the 2-guard spot. So that's who Milwaukee starts the second with. Offensive rebound. Second shot opportunity. No good on the layup. Bucks trail by 6. Here's Antetokounmpo. Goes up and lays it nice and easy.
And I really marvel at the touch of Antetokounmpo for his size and physique. That's incredible.
Snell, the pass to Herter. To the paint. Here's Gallinari. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint. And Kevin Huerter, a young player and a big part of this team's future. He keeps trying to add to his game.
And the area I love that he's improved, I think the most and needs to, is his ball handling. Doesn't have to only look for shots outside. He can attack the rim. He's also is more willing to take the lead in transition and create for others.
And Gallinari kicks to Snell. Back to Gallinari. And Gallinari throws it down.
Passes like this demonstrate Snell's team-first approach. He's all about getting it to the open guys.
Here's Teague. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Antetokounmpo passes to Forbes. Antetokounmpo inside. Gallinari on him.
Coming off a scoreless first quarter, he's found a little rhythm here.
The Hawks leading by 4. Huerter passes to Reddish. He feeds it to Okongwu. And Okongwu slams it in.
Love the unselfishness. Not only can Cam create for himself, he can also create for others.
And for those of you just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Teague with a clean look. Here's Lopez. Gallinari trying to get open. And terrific work on the offensive glass, and he picks up 2.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
Back to Huerter. Snell from outside. Rebound, Milwaukee. Antetokounmpo's got his 4th rebound in this one. Teague dishes to Lopez. And the dunk by Lopez.
And Teague knew that he would be open there. Great patience and vision from the point man.
Here's Huerter. Passes it to Reddish. It's Gallinari on top of the key. Snell finds Gallinari. Back to Snell. From outside, off the mark. For Milwaukee, they've gone 5 of 6 so far from the field in the second quarter. Antetokounmpo passes to Middleton over Gallinari. The game now all time. Giannis has got 8 points.
I love the confidence he's shooting with. Big improvement here in the second period.
Gallinari outside. And he lobs it up toward the rim. And Okongwu slams it in.
Gallinari, very unselfish, draws a lot of defensive attention, which often leads to open teammates.
On the wing, Giannis.
And being that close to the hoop, I thought he had enough room to finish that one.
Snell dishes to Okongwu. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
And how about the incredible timing on that alley-oop?
He absolutely hammered it down. Teague, the pass to Antetokounmpo. Shakes him. And that comes off the assist by Jeff Teague. Teague's got 3 assists in the game. Atlanta's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
A platoon swap here for Milwaukee. Pass to Collins. It's tipped. Here's Young. And he hits it just before the shot clock expires. And the Hawks lead by 4.
He's fearless. Trae Young knows he's probably going to take contact, and it doesn't matter at all.
Thank you, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of action following halftime.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello. After 2 quarters, it's Atlanta out in front. They hold a 4-point lead. Kenny, what would... Man, that's going to do.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. You have to like what we're seeing from Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Yeah, and early on, he has been feasting in the paint, and you have to think they're going to keep feeding the big fella.
Why go away from something that's working? Force the defense to prove that they can stop it.
And on the floor for Nate McMillan starting the second half. Hunter at the 3 with Kaup. And here we go. Coach's challenge happening right now. This one in regards to the personal foul. Seeing if that was the right call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Well, it seems like every year, Greg, we see some incredible new players come to the NBA, and they are welcome with open arms. Their style of play is so terrific.
No doubt about it. You know, guys like Ja Morant, I think he's got a chance to be one of the greats. And any list about the future of the NBA has to include Luka Doncic. I don't know if there's a better basketball talent than that young man. And, you know, let's not forget about Devin Booker out in Phoenix as well. A terrific, terrific player.
3 terrific kids. You're right. And so Antetokounmpo looking over it. And the rejection by Collins.
Right there, the length of Collins proving to be the difference. Not in my house, he says.
The pass to Antetokounmpo. Basket made. That gives him 7 field goals in 13 tries.
This is why you're trying to get him as many touches as possible. He's got the neck.
And Young kicks to Bogdanovich. To the inside. Young outside. Bogdanovich passes to Hunter. Atlanta needs to get off a shot here. A three-pointer, no good. Bucks trail by 6. Giannis inside. He's guarded by Collins. Now the Hawks moving it the other way. And the dunk by Capella.
Look at the pass from Hunter, wanting to get his teammates involved. Well, John Collins has the potential to be a star for this team. Continues to be a powerhouse on the offensive end. He can attack from inside as well as outside.
And so Young will bring it up for the Hawks. Third quarter here, and 3 minutes have come off the clock. And finished off by Collins.
One of the best young lob men in the business. John Collins finished with an exclamation point.
And Collins said so himself. He believes he'll be a max contract player when he hits free agency.
You know what, GA? I love the confidence from him. And you look year to year, his numbers are improving at an unbelievable rate. He just might get that max contract.
DiVincenzo against Young. And there's the call on Dante DiVincenzo. That's his first foul. And the Bucks with some changes. Bobby Portis is checked in for Lopez. Antetokounmpo comes in for Giannis Antetokounmpo. And it's Pat Connaughton in for Chris Middleton. Here's Okongwu. And he banks in the layup. Okongwu's now got the lead up to 8 now for Atlanta.
Muscle points count just like any others. That's a great play.
Pass to Antetokounmpo. Now DiVincenzo. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Back to Antetokounmpo. Now here's Reddish, guarded by Holiday. Nobody near Williams. Trains the three-pointer. And now an 11-point Hawks lead.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Portis finds Holiday. Fires from 14. to the middle. Passes to Antetokounmpo, and too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation.
And it's easy to give up after a play like that, but this team needs to keep fighting.
It's just one trip down the court, but you have to have short memory in this league or you won't last long.
Jeff Teague, he's checked in for Milwaukee. Reddish, it's good on the putback. And the Hawks lead by 13.
They're doing a really good job of getting the ball inside and attacking the paint. That's an area they have completely dominated.
That's what happens when nothing goes your way. You start to lose focus, and it makes matters worse.
Williams against Teague. Outside Williams. Plays it up and banks it in. Williams has got 5 points now this quarter.
The thing about Lou Williams, he sort of glides around, and suddenly he hits the turbojet.
And so it's Atlanta. Their lead at 15 going into the break. They've got their field goal percentage to thank for that. They've been hot from all over the floor tonight. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And how about a look now at our assist of the game? Brought to you by State Farm.
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here, looking like a point guard, put the pass right on the money.
Yeah, it's one thing to find the guy. It's another to deliver the ball where he can do something with it. Wonderful play.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. Our fourth quarter action underway, presented by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups. Setting the floor for the Bucks. Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Then it's Brook Lopez. Then it's Holiday. And it's Forbes in at the 2 spot.
Trying to finish out the game strong, you have to recognize who has the hot hand and get him the ball.
In the long strides of Antetokounmpo, once he gets downhill, there's almost no stopping him.
Collins kicks to Williams. Got it. Good job in the low post.
Using his athleticism in the paint, Lou beats everyone to the punch.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Middleton can't get it to go. The Hawks leading by 15. Here's Herter. And down it goes, jamming that one home.
And watch out, you don't bring the whole basket down on top of you, young fella.
I don't think he ever wanted to let go of the rim. And the Bucks with some changes. Bobby Portis is checked in for Lopez. And it's Dante DiVincenzo in for Bryn Forbes. Then for the Hawks, DeAndre Hunter. He's checked in for Tony Snell. And Trae Young subbed in for Williams. Inside, here's Giannis. And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
When you've gained a decade or more of experience, this is what tends to happen. Holiday stand very patient, waiting for someone to break free.
Here's Herter. Here's Young. No good that time. Holiday with the defensive effort. Bucks trail by 16. Here's Giannis. And the rejection by Collins. Hunter, the pass to Capella. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. And the dunk by Capella.
Nice look from Kevin. Intelligent and unselfish.
Milwaukee's gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Fourth quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it right now. Giannis dishes to Holiday. Back to Antetokounmpo. And the dunk by Giannis.
And we talk about Antetokounmpo's all-around skills, and tonight it's been about the scoring. He's put this offense on his back.
Young against Holiday. Young passes to Capella. Here's Herter. The 3. They grab their own miss. And stolen by DiVincenzo. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
Just simply overpowers the defense. Giannis flexing the muscles he's added to that near 7-foot frame.
Teague, he's checked in for Drew Holiday. And the Hawks making a change here as well. Bogdanovich, he's checked in for Kevin Huerter. Young looking it over. Kicks to Collins. That shot, no good. The Bucks go the other way with it. For three, Middleton. He can't hit that time. The Hawks leading by 13, and there's the foul. It's on Bobby Portis. That's his first foul. A look at the clock, a little under 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth. Atlanta again missing.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that.
That's good, and so Teague with the assist. Teague's got his 4th assist in this one. Young outside. The dish to Bogdanovich. It's thrown by to Kumbo. And up the court come the Bucks on the break. And the jump by Giannis.
Just hard to match up with Antetokounmpo's speed, especially in the open floor.
The Hawks have gone 3 of 8 here in the fourth quarter. We've got 1:08 left to play in the final quarter. Young against Teague. Shot clock at 6. There's the triple. Young's shot is up. On offense here, the Bucks. Big run right now going for him, 11-2. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. And Bogdanovich kicks to Young. Pass to Collins. Young against Giannis. Young passes to Capella. 6 on the shot clock. Launches a 3. A shot that time, not on target. Now the Bucks take it the other way.
Guys, let's just go ahead and call this one. It's over.
They couldn't make enough plays when it mattered. Interesting game, though, in terms of some of the matchups.
Yeah, I mean, the ball handling and body control for a guy that's Giannis's height, it's really impressive.
And here's Young. From deep three-point range, can't connect.
Teague anticipated every move on that play and was right there.
David, thank you as always. And that'll wrap it up, folks.